What's going on with all my money motivated stars? I'm gonna hit y'all with a quick video about fighting fire with fire. You know what I mean? Cause this saying go around a lot. They was like, man, shit, fight fire with fire. But nah, in certain instances, I really feel like in no situation should you fight fire with fire. You know what I mean? Cause that's like the analogy to matching people's energy. You know what I mean? In this world we living in, we was taught to match people's energy, but I feel like you should only match people's energy when it's something of your like vibration. So I'm gonna give an example. The so-called I don't even want to say powers that be, the people who govern this matrix, who run this matrix, who got everybody doing crazy, wild stuff. Their technique and how they're controlling and winning is because they got people match energy. You know what I mean? Because you already see the posts all on social media. I match energy, boo. You know what I'm saying? I do this. It's just like fighting fire with fire. But when it comes to that, man, you will never put out a fire fighting with fire. It's like somebody going in the house and it's fire. You know what I'm saying? They got a fire in their bedroom. Would you go get more fire and throw that fire on that fire? No. So why would you do it in real life when it comes to energy? You know, you're only going to create a bigger fire, a bigger flame. What the thing to do is go get water, like, you know what I'm saying, most people, you know what I'm saying, and put water on their fire, and that, you know what I'm saying, so douse it out, you know what I'm saying, to drain their fire. That's the only way it's gonna work. So we gotta be like that in the matrix. And when I say we gotta be like that in the matrix, we gotta, like I said, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but if it's just gonna hit on the spiritual level if it's meant to hit. When we be negative and we say, yeah, we coming, you know what I'm saying, we angry, we showing all that anger and that hostility, the so-called powers that be, or the people who run this matrix, they don't get scared at that. You know what I mean? Because that's their frequency. Their energy is anger, fear, you know what I mean, sadness, the lowest of the vibrations. And that's the low vibration, to be angry and all that, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, you got that warrior spirit and all that. I'm not saying be, you know what I mean, get taken advantage of, but in this matrix, the way to fight that off, and like I said, I know it's gonna sound crazy to people who not spiritually there, consciously there yet. The way to fight that is by showing love, you know what I mean? So people like, I know people like, man, how we gonna show love to somebody, people that killing us and all that stuff? Cause it's kind of what Martin Luther King was trying to do, but when he said like turn the other cheek, but he was saying like, I don't think he got in depth, or I don't think he was trying to relay the message I'm probably trying to relay right now. But when I say like show love, I don't say like turn the other cheek and let people spit on you and let people do all this stuff. You know what I mean? I say, like I said, it's gonna sound so crazy, but smile when somebody is trying to, you know what I mean, get you out your character. You know what I mean? Ask that person, do they need a hug or whatnot? Because that's the trait and the vibration that kills these beings, like for real. They hate the frequency of love. And if you can honestly go deep within while somebody cussing you out or doing this, and you can, that's why you ain't ever seen nobody flip out. That's why people flip out, you know what I mean, in relationships, when even though it might be on some petty stuff and this person has sent the whole paragraph cussing you out and all that, and you be like, okay, I wish you the best. That makes that person even more matter. Because you just won that battle because you showing love, you showing like, you know what I'm saying? It could be a slight of pettiness, you know what I mean? But the fact that you're not giving that energy back, you didn't send a paragraph back, that angers that person, you know what I mean? A lot of people got to get away from their frequency. When negative people are around love and positive people, it either gonna rub off on them or people gonna get away, you know what I mean? It's just like with y'all, you know what I'm saying? If you're a truly positive person and you in a household, some of y'all could be going through it right now. You in a household full of negative people, you feel like, could be family members, could be your relationship. When you're around there, you're either gonna argue back with those family members or you're gonna leave the environment. Don't y'all always wanna leave when y'all around negative people? So just reverse that. Those negative people are always gonna wanna leave when the majority of the world is positive, or majority of the room is positive. Either that one negative person is gonna turn positive, or that person is gonna leave. He's not gonna stay in there in a room full of positive people, and he know his vibration negative, and he's really in that negative vibration. You know what I mean? I'm not saying just because somebody is mad, that don't make them a negative person. They just was overcome by emotion that day. But you know what I'm saying? Being a truly negative person, and they like to sit in negativity and complain, you know, just like the Smurf Grumpy. This type of vibration he was on. He was just a grumpy Smurf. That's why he got the name Grumpy. You know what I mean? He was in that vibration of grumpiness. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to it, that's what you really gotta fight them folks with. You know what I mean? The love vibration, and you truly gotta mean it. You truly gotta be in it, and that's hard to kind of do because, like I said, they've created everybody in this matrix to be on their vibration with all the drugs, the crime scene movies. You know what I mean? The Law and Orders, the blood spilling, the gory horror films. You know what I mean? All those are low vibrational films, and I used to love me a horror film. You know what I mean? They don't really sit right on my spirit no more. You know what I mean? Like I used to be a horror film fiend, horror film addict. You know what I mean? Like now when I try to watch it now, cause like I said, I try to go back. Sometimes you try to go back to your old ways. So you like, man, I like horror films, but when you look at it now, this shit be getting so spiritual now. I be like, man, I can't watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? All this blood coming out. I don't know how I was able to sit there and watch this stuff when I did, but I used to love this stuff. But it don't really hit the same no more. Because like I said, my vibration has really changed, and they get a lot of people on their vibration by the way of movies. You know what I mean? By way of this blooded killing music. You know what I mean? Like the Chicago music. That polluted the whole world. You know what I mean? It made everybody start dissing people and start actually going out really killing people and rapping about it. You know what I mean? All this stuff is spiritual. This music, what we view these movies, is getting into your subconscious. You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even meant to put this in the video right now, but I've been on Power lately. I never watched the episode of Power till last week. I just walked into the room, my brother was watching it. Like, yes, 10 years later, however long it's been, and I got kind of addicted to it. I ain't gonna say kind of. I've been watched it because he got stars. I binge watched it, and Power got a lot of sex scenes. You know what I mean? The one with ghosts and stuff. It got a lot of sex scenes, and you know what I'm saying? Me being on my celibacy journey, you know, I don't look at pornographic imagery. So I try to just look away and all this stuff. But they have so many, sometimes I get caught just looking at it. You know what I'm saying? But recently, last night, me waking up, I had a dream about having intercourse. You know what I mean? And I was like, this really how they program us. Like I'm a weirdo. You know what I mean? It ain't like I woke up like, damn, I'm horny. I just had a dream about sex. You know what I mean? I know where it came from. I watched like literally 5 sex scenes yesterday. When it came to that the Power, you know what I mean? That's what they do. They put all that imagery and all this stuff in. So just imagine somebody who's watching number killer horror movie, you know what I mean? This stuff get programmed into your subconscious, and you will start having dreams about this stuff. That's why they say don't watch a scary movie before you go to sleep. Anybody, whoever watch a scary movie before they want to sleep, you had a nightmare that night. Do not cap. Unless you can't remember your dreams. This stuff get programmed into your subconscious. That's why I don't watch porn. You know what I mean? A lot of people watching porn, they just walking around with this sexual mind. Every woman they see with a face, they gotta turn, they gotta, you know what I mean? That knocks out your discipline. It makes you so sexually not in control. You know what I mean? Your mind is always on sex. Then you watching stuff like Power or romantic stuff, you know what I mean? Even reading a romantic book, a sex book. The imagery gonna get in your head because you know how to read, and those words are gonna compute to your brain in the form of imagery. Because that's what us humans are programmed off of. We're visual learners. You know what I mean? Physically too, but visually first. For us to learn anything, we have to see it be done. You know what I mean? Whether it's through film or whether it's through in the household. A child is not going to know about domestic violence unless they're watching a movie with domestic violence in there. A child is not going to know about domestic violence unless they watching domestic violence in their home, visually. That's what we learn from. That's why, like I said, that's why all these poster boards are up, and promotion. Promotion comes with, that's why people buy promotion. Because they know once they put it in people's face, that you can't get away from it because your body is literally designed to be programmed that way, to see and learn, visual learn. You know what I'm saying? Babies don't cuss until they hear or see. You know what I mean? That's how babies walk. You know what I mean? A baby don't need to be told how to walk. All baby gotta do is just really walk. You know what I mean? Just because you prepping your baby, you walking with your baby, that don't mean you assisting your baby, but your baby's gonna get up and walk without you doing it or not, because they see you doing it every day. Especially if they love you, they see, okay, my parent is doing, they know you're the mother or father, they're gonna do what you're doing. Especially when their bones get strong enough. The only reason they ain't doing it because their bones is like not strong enough. You know what I mean? The bone in their neck ain't strong enough to hold their head sometimes. Some babies can come out, you know, it's hold their neck, but when their bones get stronger, they're gonna walk without you putting them baby bottoms on them anyway. You know what I mean? They're gonna do that because we visually learn. So, like I said, a lot of this stuff that you watch what you watch. Pay attention closely to what you watch, what your kids watching. That's why a lot of these kids are going up trying to kiss and all this stuff when they go to school. And this is not new. It's just being recorded on camera now. Because when I was in elementary, all day, I had girls trying to kiss me, like young girls. I didn't know nothing about it because I really wasn't seeing nobody kiss. You know what I mean? I wasn't watching movies like that when I was real young. And like my mama, they kept that shit away from me. You know what I'm saying? So when I went to school and I was like, man, these girls, you know what I'm saying? Go home and tell your mom, you know what I'm saying? Or dad or whoever you with, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't trying to kiss, like, you really like on some, what type of shit they on? You know what I mean? Because everybody's living their own different reality and seeing their own different things, you know what I mean, when it comes to a lot of stuff. But a lot of people got to start watching more loving films, more poetic films, you know what I mean? Stuff that's going to really lift your vibration. Because that's what these people hate to see. That's why why people say it's a cold world, it's an evil world, because everybody's witnessing a lot of the stuff that they made you witness. Crime. Crime is not really a real thing if we really never saw crime. So somebody's painting your reality. If they got your paintbrush, you know what I mean, and they're painting the image they want you to see, and you're just the vessel looking at it, and you don't even have a paintbrush to paint, you're gonna see what they want to see. It's not until you ball up that painting they had for you and start painting your own canvas, they start creating your own reality. You know what I mean? Being in more supervision of what you want to see and what's actually being shown to you. Like I said, I know it's crazy when they say love, but love is the frequency that will back these creatures off. It's not fighting fire with them, like, oh, we gotta go to war, you know what I'm saying? When it's time to fight, of course it's gonna be time to fight, but how are you gonna fight? You know what I mean? Like I said, it seemed crazy. It reminded me of the episode of Rick and Morty when they went to a certain planet and they hated the love frequency, and they was like, stay away from us with their love. Like when they used to hug, the beings would actually get destroyed when the other being was showing them love. You know what I mean? Because like I said, it's a different frequency. Anybody walk into a room that's full of negativity, like I say, you can cut the tension with cut the tension with a knife. They be real sayings, you know what I mean? You go in there, the energy is so thick of negativity that would say you can cut the tension with a knife. You know what I'm saying? Because the energy is first spiritual. That's all you know what I'm saying? Before you see it, you still can feel energy. It's always there. You know what I mean? Like you can feel this wind blowing. You can't see it, but it's there. Wind is a type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Molecules too, you know what I mean? It's deep when it comes down to it, but that's how you really fight them folks, you know what I mean? With love. I don't care if it was 800 of them coming towards you on some negative vibration, man, and it's 100 of y'all. If y'all vibrating in love truly, man, they gonna go the other way. They gonna get really defeated, because love is it's a more powerful frequency than negativity. If somebody was wondering, like, okay, it's still energy. If they got more negative people, how will they be able to wipe the love off? Because you at an advantage when you went on the love frequency, because it's a higher frequency. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they don't want to see that nowhere. That's why they don't have that many love movies. It ain't that many love songs going around. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, let me take that back. It is a lot of love going around. They just not showing it. It's a lot of lovely people out here right now, positive people, right? They just not showing it. If they control the narrative, they control this phone, they can push all the negative stuff in front of you. So like I said, my channel, for example, I get views, but they not pushing it. Just like last night, I woke up with a certain amount of views. I refreshed the views because I know what they be doing. The views went down. So they're taking away some of my views because these videos that I'm talking about is helping people. It's helping people to understand frequency and vibration and what you really need to defeat these people. It's not to match energy, it's not to fight fire with fire, because you're not gonna get nothing but a big ass burnt down house. You know what I mean? When you fighting a certain element with the same element, you gotta go use something different. You know what I mean? So why would you use the same weapon that they got? You know what I mean? It's not gonna work, and that's the lower vibration. They know how to use their negativity better than you know how to use their negativity, because you're not really negative. You know what I mean? So you're just not getting that negative weapon in your hand trying to fight somebody who's always been negative and who was born negative. You're positive. Go get your positive weapon, because you've been positive all your life and you know how to use that weapon against them more, better. And it feels better when you're doing it. So, like I said, I could have went on and on about this. I really ain't trying to make this video too long. It's already 16 minutes long, but yeah, man, it's all about fighting with love. I mean, fighting negative with love. You know what I mean? When you at the workhouse, you know, ask that person, do they want to talk? You know, they might try to look at you and try to act like you weird, but it's really gonna hurt them deep inside. And the goal is not to hurt them, but just really being a little freak, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever seen the movie? It's my last little thing. Y'all ever seen the movies where a person was being rude, and it'd be like a movie like where they working out, whatever, and they be like, who hurt you? You know what I mean? Did your daddy? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, your daddy. A perfect movie just popped in my head. I think it was Big Daddy, where Adam Sandler had adopted a kid, Julia, and it was a guy. He had all these piercings in his face, and he was like a goth dude. And he said something mean to Adam Sandler, and Adam Sandler was like, "It's okay, my father wasn't there either." And the dude looked at him like, "What?" And he walked over. He was like, "Man, I miss my dad." You know what I'm saying? Because he said something that really affected him. He knew why that young man was being negative. You know what I mean? So he showed him love. He didn't react with negativity. He reacted with love. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's okay, my dad. You know what I mean? They put little stuff in the movie, you know what I mean, to show you how humans work and how humans react to certain vibrations and what you throw back at them. But you just gotta catch them. You just gotta catch the gems that drop in these movies, man. But I don't want to make this video too long, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe, whatever y'all want to do with this video. And y'all be blessed on walking that smoke.